Welcome to A&B Jukebox Repair, your one-stop source for Rowe Jukebox repair service and replacement parts. My name is Bruce Wentworth, and I'll be your instructor today. Today, we also want to welcome you to our Jukebox Repair video series, You Can Do It. And truly, you can do this task we're going to be doing today. Today's session is going to be on how to adjust the hold-down plate on your Rowe CD Model Jukebox. And we got a mechanism we put out here on the side on this bench, so we're going to go over and start talking about it now. Okay, this is your hold down plate right here. Okay, and if you notice the hold down plate, it also has a cutout with this magnetic hub. We're just going to push up and slide it out. You see the cutout? Okay, and the magnetic hub is like a top hat upside down. So this is like a top hat with the brim, and this is the top and this is flat. So it's like reversed. Okay, like that. There's two types of magnetic hubs. They both look the same on one side, but on the bottom, one has caulking, and the other one has it's almost like a hardened type of rubber type surface. The best magnetic hub to have is the one with the caulking, so that's the one we're going to use for today's demonstration. Okay, so we're going to slide it back in. This is a little metal hold down tab to keep it from falling out. So you lift up a little, you slide it like this and drop it. It drops in. Okay, and what that does is when it comes down on the plate, you have a magnet inside here. There's a magnet underneath this washer, and that will draw it right to this plate here, this surface here, and it'll center it right there, just like that. See how this goes? And it'll center it, and it'll stay locked in while the CD is spinning. Okay, to go for this first procedure, okay, I'm going to show you how to adjust it. Okay, but before we do that, we're going to say, how do you tell you have a bad magnetic hub? Okay, if you look at the magnetic hub from the top view, you see this little circle here, this plastic frame. You got to make sure that this frame is not broken. If there's a chip out of this frame, it's going to cause a malfunction on your CD player. The other thing is on the bottom, you see how you got tapered walls here, and it's attached like 4 spokes? Well, if one of these spokes are broken, this will cause a malfunction also. All right. The tools you're going to use today, okay, will be a 1/4 inch ball nut driver and a number 2 Phillips screwdriver. Okay, these are the two we're going to use today. So what you want to do is we want to adjust the mechanism, get it to like it has a CD on the player. So I'm going to come down now, and I'm going to bring it down here. I'm going to go to the lever. This is the cam lever. Okay, we're going to go ahead and simulate like we're going to play a CD. So we're going to turn the cam lever clockwise so it comes off the inner cam and goes to the very back of the outside cam. When that happens, if you come up here, now the CD has a CD on the unit, and it's in what you call its full playing position. It means the hold down plate's been adjusted by this cam, this lever. It's brought it to its lowest position onto the player. And at this point, what you want to do is spin this with your finger. You see how easy that spins? You watch it spin? Okay, if it moves that freely and it's not dragging or hitting against anything, no resistance, that's telling you that the hold down plate doesn't need to be adjusted. But I'm going to go ahead and adjust this just a little bit so you can see the difference. And again, the adjustment is right here. See the hinge, the corner hinge right here? And this little screw right here, this is the 1/4 inch screw also. And what you're going to do is, again, clockwise raises it and counterclockwise lowers it. So we're going to go counterclockwise, and we're going to lower it a little bit. Okay. If we do that now, let's see, I'm going to do a little bit more. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Okay. You see now, it's dragging. And that's telling you that the actual hold down plate is out of adjustment. But in order to determine that, what you want to do is this. You want to lift this up, and you want to slide out your magnetic hub, and you want to keep this straight like this, and you want to put this on this like this, and you want to spin it. Okay, it's running freely, right? Okay, so now if we put the magnetic hub back in, it's not. It's dragging. So we're going to adjust this right now. We're going to turn this clockwise, and we're going to raise it, and that's about it. And now we're going to try it again. Okay, see that? That's all you have to do. So we're going to reset this for now. Put this back up. Turn the lever clockwise till it goes around, and it goes to the inner cam, to the back of the inner cam. And that's what you call the standby position, ready position. Okay, There's also another adjustment. There's what you call a lateral adjustment that goes sideways. And what this is like a hinge. If you loosen these two screws, and you loosen this other screw, you notice the top, this one has a washer to it. And what you're going to see now is this is going to swing. See it swing? See the space there? And that's a lateral adjustment. Most time you don't have to do this. But if you do the height adjustment and you still have a problem, you want to loosen these two up. And you want to get it in the play position like this. I'm going to go back and put this in the play position with the CD on the player. Okay, I'm going to loosen this one up here. And I'm going to show you this again. This one has Phillips screws instead of a 1/4 inch screws. Okay, so if you know now, see, if I was to tighten it like that, again, it will be hitting. What's really hitting here is the magnetic hub's going to be hitting against the cutout in the hold down plate. Okay, remember the cutout? This is the cutout here. Well, if that's lateral adjustments out of whack, this rim on the magnetic hub is going to be hitting against it. Again, in this case here, it's not. Let me just try one more, just to make sure. I think it moved when I tightened it. Okay, see that? There you go. So that's showing you that that's out of whack. So the best way to adjust this is like this. Right when the CD's on there and you got the hub, what you want to do is you see the diameter of the hub. You see how it. Let me grab this here. You see how you got this metal tab here? You want to center that right over the center of the hub. So we're going to move the plate now. You see it's out of more than one side than the other. So we're going to loosen these up, and we're going to go ahead and adjust this. So the magnetic hub in that tab, that magnetic hub is centered on that tab. There we go. So see it moving. So again, so basically, there we go. So you can move it sideways, either way. So we're going to put it right over the center. That little tab's right over the center of the hub. I'm going to go ahead and tighten it. 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 times, you won't have to do this lateral adjustment. The only adjustment you're going to have to make is the height adjustment, which is the screw underneath here. The height adjustment screw, which is right here. That's the only one you're going to have to adjust. This one, only time this goes out of whack is when you're moving a jukebox. If you move the jukebox and these things get banged around, okay, see how smoothly that works? All right, so that's all there is to it. But now what we're going to do is we're going to pause because I want to show you this on the jukebox and how we do it. All right. Before we do that, I just want to do a little review. Remember, first thing you want to do is bring a CD down, put it on the player, and spin it. If it's restriction there, what you want to do is slide out the magnetic hub, put it on there yourself, and see how it spins. Okay, with the CD on it. If for some reason it doesn't spin good when there's no when the hold down plate's not on top, what it is your player could have a bad spindle where it's actually sticking. And if the spindle's sticking, that means you have a bad player. Okay, so you're going to check your magnetic hub, you're going to check the player itself, and you're going to check the hold down plate. But the hold down plate adjustment, like I said, is one that we've been talking a lot to other customers the past month or two, because again, they've been buying these jukeboxes and they've had to adjust this because they've had dragging. The CD was dragging and it was hitting against this plate. And again, they didn't know what to do. So that's all there is to it. Okay, it's only one screw usually. It's usually just a height adjustment. Now fix it. So we're going to pause and we're going to bring you to the jukebox and show you how we do it on the jukebox. We're going to pause.
On.
Hi, well, we're back. Okay, we're going to be showing you at a mechanism now how to adjust your hold down plate on your Rowe CD model mechanism. Okay, so we're going to go over to the mechanism now. Here's a CD mechanism. It's the same mechanism we were just working on. Again, this one came out of a Berkeley, a Storm, and we're going to reject this now, and we're going to stop it for a second and we're going to go back to the same procedures we did on the bench, okay? And you see them? Okay, I have it right there. Looks like my quarter-inch driver took off somewhere, huh? Put it in my pocket. All right, I'll grab another one. Okay, here we are. Okay, again, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and with the power off, shut the power off to your jukebox, bring it around, put it down, okay, and you want to give it the spin test, okay? Let's say yours didn't spin good, okay? First thing we want to do is lift this up, slide out the magnetic hub, push on the tab, okay? Push the tab open, this little tab, hold up tab, push the tab, push against it, slide it up. You want to go ahead and put this on yourself and spin it. If that doesn't spin freely, chances are you got a bad spindle, a bad player. You're going to have your player worked on. Okay, but what we're going to do now is we're going to put this down, and what we're going to do is I'm going to adjust this so it's going to be sticking. So I'm going to go back down to that hinge under here. You know, it's kind of hard to look at. I mean, if you want to, I'm going to, okay. And I'm going to do is I'm going to show you by selecting the CD and show you what it does, okay? So basically, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and power it up, put the power on. And again, you can shut the power off to your mechanism by going to your service switch. And you see where it says power on and off? All you have to do is put the power off if you want to stop the mechanism and then power back on. Okay, so right now, we get the power on. We're going to make a selection. And it's going to go around, and this time around you're going to see what I mean when the hold down plate's out of adjustment and what it does. I adjust it so the hold down plate's hitting a little bit on the CD. You see it's not spinning at all, is it? So what's going to do is it's going to reject itself in a minute. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to shut the power off. We're going to put the power off. We're going to go ahead now and come back to that screw, and we're going to go clockwise to raise it. We're going to go clockwise. We're going to bring it up and look at the lip over here when I'm doing it. See the lip? See the lip of the hold down plate? See how it's coming up? So it's not hitting against the CD. And you can have it too high where it's actually where the actual rim of the hat there, your magnetic hub is hitting right on the plate, and this will slide. This will slide. So what you want to do is bring it down just somewhere in about there, rather than the middle. Spin it with your fingers. That's it. So let's put the power on and see what happens now. Power's on. Let's see what the CD play does. It should reject. Oh, here it goes. It's playing. It's gonna do it again. It does it twice. Because we put the power on, we kind of resetted the mechanism. So now it should go back to that where it left off. And it should start spinning. Okay, so we know the play is good, the magnetic hub is good, and your hold down plate adjustment is good. Okay, so we're going to reject that now. And we're going to shut the power off here, and we're going to finish this up for now. Okay, so just a little review. If you just got your jukebox for the first time, or if you moved your jukebox, or if you're testing out your jukebox for the first time, remember, you have to make sure that that hold down plate is not hitting against the CD, or it's not adjusted too high where the magnetic hub is not clamping down on your CD. And it's not hard. It's just a simple adjustment of usually just a 1/4-inch nut ball driver that you can adjust. And this will also help you to identify whether you have a bad CD player, a bad magnetic hub, or the hold down plate is out of adjustment. My name is Bruce Wentworth. I hope this has been help to you, and it's been a pleasure having you. for another session of A/B and jukebox repair. You Can Do It video series. From A and B, time to say goodbye. Goodbye.